Welcome to the Multiple Calendars video tutorial. To access your Google Calendar, simply type calendar.google.com in the URL address of your browser, or click on the calendar link from within any Google Apps. While your Google Apps School account automatically creates a primary calendar for you, it can be useful to have several additional calendars to help organize the different parts of your life. The primary calendar that comes with your Google Apps account will be associated with the name and email address of your account. However, you can create as many secondary calendars as you like. For example, you might want to have a school work calendar that has all the events and appointments related to school, such as staff meetings, school events, one-to-one conferences, etc. In addition, you may want to have a separate personal calendar for keeping track of events and appointments outside of work, such as a dentist appointment, dinner with a friend, exercise class, etc. These different calendars will not only allow you to see different information on your calendar, you can choose a color for school and a different color for personal. You can also set different privacy settings for the calendars, allowing everyone at your school to see your school or work calendar while not allowing anyone to have access to your personal calendar. Here we will review how to create a personal calendar with events and information that only you can see, ensuring that your information stays private from others at your school. To do this, click on the drop-down arrow next to My Calendars and click Create New Calendar. Choose a calendar name for this calendar, and if you would like, a description as well. Be sure to check that you have Canada chosen as your country and the correct time zone selected. Next, you'll notice the section that says Make this calendar public and share only my free busy information. Since this is going to be our personal private calendar, we do not want to check either of these boxes. However, below that is the Share with Specific People option. You can choose to add the email address of the person you wish to share this calendar with, such as a spouse or close family friend, or anybody else you would like to have to be able to view your personal or private calendar. Next, you would click Create Calendar. You'll notice now that the personal calendar has been added to my list of calendars on the left. However, I have not created any events associated with that calendar. To do so, click on the drop-down arrow next to Personal Calendar and click Create Event on this calendar. Or click on a specific day on your calendar and choose your personal calendar as the calendar you would like to associate that event with. At any time, you can change the settings for the calendars you have by simply clicking on the drop-down arrow next to that calendar and going to Calendar Settings, and then clicking on the Share This Calendar tab. If you choose to make this calendar public or share it with specific people, this is where you would do that. If you have a calendar that doesn't contain sensitive information and can be shared with anyone in the world, you can share your calendar with the public. With this setting, anyone, including parents or other individuals who do not have school apps accounts, will be able to add your calendar to a Google Calendar account, view an HTML version of the calendar, or subscribe to the calendar using the iCalendar format. To share a calendar or create a calendar with the public, for example, to use as a homework calendar for parents and students in one of your classes, simply click on the drop-down arrow next to My Calendars and click on Create New Calendar. You can then give the calendar a name, a description, and again complete the location and calendar time zone information, and then you will want to make this calendar public. Ensure that you check that box to make this calendar public, otherwise other people will no longer be able to view this calendar. Then click Create Calendar. You will notice that you get a message making your calendar public will make all events visible to the world, including via Google search. Are you sure? Yes. You will then notice that calendar created on your calendars list on the left-hand side. To create an event for this calendar, simply click on the drop-down arrow next to that calendar and click on Create Event on this calendar. Then enter the details of this event. Once you've included the details for that event, simply click Save. You'll notice now that that event has been added to that specific calendar and has been associated a color with that calendar. To change the color of any calendar or the events associated with that calendar, simply click on the drop-down arrow next to the calendar and at the bottom choose your custom color. You'll notice that all events associated with that calendar change. You can also change the color of an individual event while still keeping it within the calendar it's associated with. For example, click on the event that you wish to change the color for. Then next to the title in the event bubble window, there will be a little box that you can click on and then choose a different color. You will then notice that that event has a different color associated with it. To share a public calendar with parents or students or any other people, simply click on the drop-down arrow next to the calendar, then go to Calendar Settings. Scroll down to where it says Embed this calendar and calendar address. The Embed this calendar HTML code can be used to embed that calendar on a web page. Or, in the calendar address section, simply click on the HTML button and copy and paste the link that pops up in the window. That will be the link that you would share with your parents so that they or students so that they can access your public calendar.